Hey man, just giving you a quick call. I just wanted to let you know that you are so close, dude. You're so much closer than you think. A lot of these big goals that we've had and these big aspirations, they're right around the corner for you, dude. So you just cannot give up. So stoked for you to see this. P.S. We bought a Lambo. So keep going, bro. We'll talk soon. Peace.
Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Bryson. This is the Bryson Everyday Project Podcast. This podcast is a little bit different than other ones out there. Here, I only focus on documentation. I don't focus on quality or being professional or being entertaining. If that sounds like something you're interested in, I'd love for you to stick around and give the show a listen. You can also follow me on Instagram at BRQUSE. Thank you so much. Here's the show. Yo, what's going on? It's October 5th, 3:04 p.m. 2025. Now that it is October, and if you have been listening to the last 716 episodes, whenever I say the date, it seems like I always say, today is October. Wait, no, it's... So now that it's October, I shouldn't screw up the date at all this month. So I guess we'll see how that goes. But anyway, so today, I guess the topic for today was just working on ocean stuff this morning, and Karin had some questions, so I was trying to explain what was in my mind on as far as how to build and design something, and we went back and forth for too long, for sure. I think we need to have some Zoom calls, so that'd be cool to have some of those recorded and uploaded, because we'll be going from these calls being something I just attend to something that I am responsible for hosting and organizing and kind of leading the whole call with topic and issues and blah, blah, blah. So yeah, small little incremental steps in the right direction, I guess, which, in the grand scheme of things with this podcast, that's the whole goal. I want to capture everything. So yeah, pretty pumped about that. But anyway, we're going back and forth, and we spent too much time on one idea. What was going on was I don't think I explained the best way of what I was thinking. So he built everything that I explained, and it was all great. But I was like, you know what? It's not going to work because X, Y, Z. And he was like, oh, okay, so should we do this? And I was like, actually, no, let's do this. And then he was like, well, that doesn't work because blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, yeah, you're right. And so we went back and forth. And it's so funny because we probably spent 2 hours on this, and the conclusion was we already have exactly what we need and what's going to work. So let's just keep it there, and we'll work on the other half of this that needs to be worked on, blah, blah, blah. And it's funny because I'm sitting there like, we didn't even need this conversation because we were already on the right track, but we just made it complicated. I don't want to say we, but I think part of it comes from he's learning a lot of what the system is about. He's also learning a lot about how best to design things in Notion. I mean, he even has some ideas where I'm like, dude, I didn't even think about that. That's very smart. And yeah, so I thought that was cool that we were kind of bouncing back and forth ideas and trying to come up with the best solution. And what was really cool, and I'm glad that this happened. Sorry, there's some schmutz on my screen. Hopefully that's just schmutz and not a scratch. I think it was just some schmutz. But anyway, I provided a solution. It wasn't a good solution, but a solution nonetheless. Just to kind of clarify that this can work, but we shouldn't, And he was like, well, that would be a hassle for the end user because they wouldn't want to do it this way. They'd probably want it to be this way because it's much simpler, right? And I was like, fuck yeah, exactly. And I got pumped about that because he has the end user in mind. He wants it to be simple for the person, or at least he's thinking of how to make it simple for the person using it, rather than, if we design the greatest, coolest, best software for X, Y, or Z, but nobody uses it, then nobody knows how to use it, then we didn't really design the best, coolest, best software. We just designed software that nobody knows how to use. And, in today's world, it's got to be quick, easy, simple, and you got to be able to just do it immediately without even watching any tutorials. I know that's not the case for everything, but I would love to design it that way to where I could record a loom that says, or a Nito that says, hey, welcome, blah, blah, blah. Click this button, you're done. Move on to the next thing. And that's it. Hey, just click the green button. Done. That'd be ideal. Now, a lot of systems have a lot more in place. And the more that I just think about things that can be created, the more I don't know. I just think it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot for sure to build everything that I want to build. And then, I guess, make sure that it all works and intertwines with everything. I think it'll just be a big big giant work in progress. We'll just call it that. So, anyway, so that's that. Now, what else was there? I think that might be it as far as work related things go. So I'm still working on getting some of the financial charts and stuff set up. It is quite a bitch. I won't lie. It's very hard to stick with it because it is the most tedious shit ever. It is so annoying, and I really not having a good time with the specific part of everything that I'm on right now, if that makes sense. But it's just gotta do what you gotta do. It's fine. So, yeah, it's fine. I just want to keep the end goal in mind. What I'm doing this for, all the perks that can come of this. And, yeah, I don't know. I don't really know how to articulate what I'm thinking. I just want to, some of the shit that I'm doing right now is so tedious. It's so frustrating. It's so monotonous. There's no enjoyment out of certain things, but I just have to forget about that and remember what this can do, the end goal, the end user, and everything that this can help with for people who actually use this, So trying to keep that in mind, and sometimes it is a little bit harder than I'd like to admit mentally. I mean, there's nothing physically hard. I want to get that out of the way. There's nothing physically hard at all about anything that I do at all. Not even close. Mentally, goddamn, So, I don't know. Just doing my best. But anyway, that might be it. Oh, the other thing is kind of cool. Just a little milestone for Lexi and I. It's probably more so for Lexi because this pertains directly to her. But today, her mom is actually coming up to our place, and she's actually staying over, I think, for a night or two. And the only reason why she's able to do that is because Lexi and I got a place that has a spare bedroom, and long story short, we just got ourselves into a position to where we could afford a place that has a spare bedroom so that it's us thing for sure, but so that she can now house her mom when she comes over and visits, so that way her mom doesn't have to get a hotel or spend money on this or that. She has a place to sleep, blah, blah, blah. So I don't want to speak on behalf of Lexi, but I would say that this is probably a really big accomplishment for her. And I also think it's cool that, so Lexi and I are a team, obviously. So I think it's cool that combined we're able to do this, even though this is for her and her mom. I get that, but I think it's very cool that I want to say we, but like really it's, we're able to do this because Lexi also takes her shit serious, and I take my shit serious, and so now we have a place, and we can allow her mom to come here for free, and she doesn't have to worry about a hotel or anything like that. So I think that's cool. So don't want to speak on behalf of Lexi, but for me, I think that's very cool. So yeah. Anyway, I think that's that. I don't know if I have much else to say other than that. So I'm just working on charts and shit, working on automations, and yeah, very close to being done. I'm still pushing for the end of the month, and hopefully it's done by the middle of the month, so that way we can start polishing things off and start posting social media stuff and get that going. But anyway, I think I might just end the show right there. It's a little shorty 9-minuter on a Sunday. So after October 5th, that's it. Peace out.